Well, Michael, just before we talk Port Vale, all issues Port Vale, you just mentioned the game last night.
Yeah.
From a player's point of view, what's your overall view of VAR?
I think it's good, but I think they just need to try and get the communication a bit quicker, because I think some of the players were complaining that they sort of stood around, and when it's cold like it was yesterday, you just lose the flow of the game, and people don't want to be sat around thinking what's going on here and this, that and the other, although you want the right decision, but they're only just bringing it in, so there's going to be sort of teething problems with it. So I think give it a few months or a few weeks, I think they'll improve it, and I'm sure they'll get it right.
When you mentioned the word communication, do you think the Speckies should be involved in that type of communication as well? I think they should get to hear a little bit of what's going on.
It's tricky because it depends. But then I think the people who are doing the VAR, they'll feel under more pressure as to how they're viewing it. But it just seemed yesterday when I seen the decisions in the first half at Wembley, it was as if they couldn't make a decision quickly. But I'm not quite sure why, because they were pretty. It was pretty clear what was going on in all of them. But no, if they get it right, I think it'll be good. But they just need to work on it a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Let's hope that was a bit of a one-off last night, because
Yeah.
the referee's in the spotlight in any case, whether it be in League Two or the Champions League, without whether there's VAR or there isn't VAR. But that game last night really did, to me, my view was put him under pressure. It seems though he was never comfortable.
Yeah, I think it looked like that to me, and then you go to the end of the spectrum where they start using it too much, and then that's when there's is it going to help the game or is it not? Because the whole first half was just completely stop-start with decision after decision. So it's difficult because you don't want the referees. You're going to end up. You can have a robot running around refereeing the game, because if every decision is going back via VAR, then you're not going to need a ref.
Well, let's talk about Port Vale and their preparations this week. Obviously hampered. You've been around a long time. You've had the best facilities in the game with some of your clubs. Unfortunately, at League Two, that doesn't always be the case. So you've just got to get on with it and do the best you can. Is that how it's been? Yeah,
it has definitely. It's been difficult because of the weather and stuff like that. But we've adapted to it. We've trained as best we possibly can. Been on AstroTurf and stuff like that, and to be honest, unless you're at a Man United, Arsenal, or wherever it might be, unless they've got undersoil heating at the training ground, then you're going to struggle to get proper training sessions done. But it's been like that for a few weeks now, whether it's been flooded or frozen, and the lads and staff, we've just had to adapt and do as best we can.
And for the players' point of view, fingers crossed you get the green light, and it's a 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon, because it's an away trip and it's a fair distance as well. Yeah,
definitely. I think everyone would rather just play games rather than have them called off, because you've only got to play it and go and do it again. And at the minute we've got a lot of Saturday games, and I think as well with the fixtures in the league, you don't want to become behind people with games and stuff like that, because then you start watching the scores come in. You just want to concentrate and get your games getting played when they're supposed to be played.
Do you think you're just one good result away from it turning the corner in your favour?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've. It's been quite strange of a recent, because we've had some decent results and looked solid in games, and then strangely enough, we've had quite a few 0-0s, but then we've had quite a few high-scoring games. It's like whenever we seem to score a couple, we concede quite a couple, or quite a few, should I say? It doesn't make sense. But I think we are maybe one result from turning it round, and hopefully, if we can just get that win that we've been searching for, it'll sort of snowball and we can pick a few good results up.
And there's no better place to start against one of those sides that are in and around you in the table. In fact, it's all in your own hands, because the fixtures coming up can get you the points and can get you moving again.
Definitely. I think what we've got, 12 games left. So for me, I don't really necessarily look at playing Barnet any more than playing somebody like Luton, who's up at the top, because I think that as well, perfect example of last weekend. I don't think anybody could have called any of those results that come, and I think that's the nature of the level. So we know we've got 12 games and we've got 12 chances to get as many points as we possibly can, and I think that's definitely how I'm looking at it, and hopefully everyone else is as well, because from one week to the next, what you've got to know is, at League Two, I feel that if you play well, your team, and you play well, you've got a very good chance of getting a result, because I don't think that anybody is outstandingly better than anybody else. So if you can look after your own house as such, I think you'll be fine.
Just a word on Barnet. Graham Wesley's back in the game. He's been around the lower leagues quite a bit. He comes in and out, and now he's fighting for them. And everybody will know what a Graham Wesley side usually offers. Yeah, definitely. I think he's an experienced manager. He knows what it takes to do well in these situations, and he's been successful at Stevenage, as I know well from playing there before. So the one thing you do know, that he'll have his players up for it, and it'll be a tough game. And they've picked a good result away last game. Was it Colchester they beat? So they'll be full of confidence. So I'm sure they'll want the game on as well.